The Omega Radio Network. Wake up! This is Chopper Ranks, and you're listening to the Omega Radio Network.
This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, Senior Pastor from the Omega Church International Ministry. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is in your neighborhood. Top of the hour to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am Bishop John Wayne Manning on the Real Talk Show, where the talk is the talk and the walk is the walk. Tune in and listen to our programs Monday through Friday between the hours of 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. on the Real Talk Show. On the station of the stars, where Jesus Christ is the star, alongside Pastor Elizabeth Manning, inspired by the Word of God, live on Omega Radio. Remember, you're not made to last, but you're made to outlast. Good morning, top of the hour to you and your family. Tell a friend, call a friend, and tell them to tune in and listen to Omega Radio.
Thank you, Father. Just like Moses crossing the Red Sea. Thank you, Father.
Working at Teleton, yeah. Teleton! What's up, Pastor Liz?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, June 7th to Sunday, June 28th. With the Telethon revealed during Sunday service on June 28th.
Become a financial partner with Omega Radio to help us stay on the air. This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361 400 372 or Jamaica National 200 0026 7789 or write our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 17 Aining Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us to be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
and Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
Omega Center Jamaica proudly invites you to our first anniversary revival convention at 17 Haining Road, Kingston 5, under the powerful theme, Established by God, Built to Last. Starting Wednesday, May 20th at 12 noon, Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday 12 noon, water baptism at Bob Marley Beach and 7 p.m. deliverance service, and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Come expecting miracles, prophetic preaching, powerful worship, and a mighty move of the Holy Ghost, featuring Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning and Pastor Elizabeth Manning. Don't miss it. Omega Center Church, Jamaica, where revival is alive. For more information, call 8762049356.
It's the greatest, your name stands above them all.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio God and Sports.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion. All right, greetings and salutations to all you beloved dwellers of Jamaica. And yet, ready for another episode of the Sports Desk right here on Omega Radio. The name is Orville. How are you doing, Mr. Matthew?
Yeah, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the great listeners of the Omega Radio Sports Desk program.
I don't know if you have anywhere to start.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. We have already at around about 1:15 or a little later than a lot of you done that. We want to have a chat with the man behind the conception of what is being called the Challenge Cup, which is a knockout competition involving, I think, about 7 Premier League teams. Got underway, is it last night, I think, and will continue until there's a winner. So we'll get some more details about it. How many teams, what's the prize money, things like that.
Yeah, I find that competition very interesting. Why some Premier League teams are there and some are not? That's the first question I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you need to do to get into the competition?
Yeah.
I saw some of the details and realized that you said only 7 Premier League teams.
Yeah, I understand that 7 Premier League teams are in it.
And there are 14 Premier League teams. So
why wasn't all of them there?
Yeah. You know?
And I think like the FA Cup, the Premier League teams will not get involved until
the latter stage.
stage.
So it won't affect them during the playoffs.
No, I understand that they won't be involved
until the Premier League
is over. Yeah. I'm not sure at what stage.
Yeah, and I'm sure next season will be different.
Well,
yeah, they're probably going to try more teams and start a little bit earlier, so
and
they can have a build up.
Why would some teams not take it on and some teams do? What's the kind of prize money? Was it attractive enough to involve all Premier League teams? Those are questions that we all want to. We would like to know. It has been generating some public interest. When was the last time we had a knockout football competition in Jamaica?
A couple of years ago, I think Portmore won it.
Yes, I remember being at was it Sabina Park?
Yeah.
Who was the sponsor at the time? Was it Flo?
I can't remember who was the sponsor, but I knew it was the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to the lines. All right. 615-2841. Those are your numbers. 615-2841. I was taking a peek this morning at the regional game between Barbados and Trinidad. Remember that game determines who will face Guyana in the final. Barbados have an uphill task. I think they're chasing some 330 odd in a little bit over 2 sessions, but the feed freezed. So I'm not sure what the latest score is, but they will struggle to get that runs, I think. So it appears that just as how they finished in what you could call the regular part, where Guyana and Trinidad were the top 2 teams, it is looking likely that those are the teams that will be meeting in the final, which kind of tells you that when all is said and done, those are probably the 2 best teams in the region at the moment, and they are set on getting to the final. Nobody could tell this after Jamaica beat up Barbados in that opening game, but times have changed. All right, so 615-2841, those are your numbers. And if you can't get us there, you can also get us at 676-6968. 676-6968. Yeah.
Culture and let your voice be heard. And by the way, Minnesota Timberwolves, they lost last night. So the San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama, lucky to be playing in that game. They won. So they are now 1 game away from the Western Conference Final for the first time in quite some time. The San Antonio Spurs will be there. And I think the Detroit Pistons, they play the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, and that series is locked at 2. Remember, Garvey, you have to go discuss the basketball with Orville until you retract that. That crap that you said yesterday on the radio, my boss. Okay?
I think the man is trolling, man.
No, man.
He couldn't have been really serious about that. I think that was trolling. Trolling job number 1. How are we now? 615-2841. We take the first one. Hello.
Good on.
Yeah, good afternoon. Who is Highgate?
Yeah, you know, somebody gave the title from Gay, make it from Gay giving me much, but I'm look on the lineup. You see the lineup?
No, me not see what going on yet.
Alan on the bench, Doku on the bench, Trekkie on the bench. In a game like this. Even though, like, we know, however honest ourselves said, based on what Arsenal will win the title, but bro, like, you still have to try and tell the mathematics. Like, so till you go down to Palace, I will say Palace and that 2 on the final day. He might win with the lineup here, but you can't use a lineup in a game like this. No. You understand? So I wonder, I don't want to talk lose to them people that like I say Pepper, Arteta, title, because I'm not going to say that, but bro, Zidane, how if the bench are the better attacking player in a game like this? It just can't make no sense to me, so it just can't make no sense. As I'm telling you, Pep, my best and the greatest thing ever come on my club. But a decision like these where they can dream greatness and still don't like it.
All right. You know you're not around the team to know where the players are at physically. And what is happening is that they played over the weekend. They play today. They play the big FA Cup final, which will take a lot out of you on Saturday. And then it's another quick turnaround on Tuesday. So it's Tuesday again against a tough Bournemouth team away. So I think he would have to find some minutes somewhere to give some of the key players a little bit of break. So maybe they will come on in the second half, but I think he thinks this is the best case where he can do it because he's at home against Crystal Palace, who maybe not interested too much in the game. So I think that's the logic behind him resting these players today.
So it is. Yeah, we are trying to attempt to say, well, you understand, you know, that Pep alone and one general consistently then together, right?
No, but we give you a logic as to why I'm going to do it.
Bro, that's one City fan. I mean, like them City fan the way. Yo, did I always score what today? No, I'm actually watch games. I'm actually know what I wanted in the club.
Yeah.
You remember? City fans them, only fans them in the room. But I say only probably too big of a statement, but I say only. Where? You know, like prime Liverpool and the club. Every Liverpool fan knows that Salah got over there, so for a minute through the middle, man upon the left today. One sack of it, Saka go. The only thing we show about the Eze Odegaard dynamic. But it depends on the lineup, them two people in the table. But you must your right to go play, etc. etc. City fans outside of maybe Haaland when him fit and Rodri for every other place City fans have literally every weekend or every midweek have to wait on the lineup. When man have to do them fantasy football things to try to win, then try to avoid taking City players because they don't know who are going to start. So when you come to me and tell me about tiredness and scheduling, Mr. Matthews, the sample size of me come with Pep and madness. I like over 5, 6 every year and do these things. My hatred for Pep start and my strong dislike for Pep start.
So you're saying so Erling Haaland is by far your best centre forward. Doku is
bench,
currently
bench.
Why would he bench those players?
Because people in the media put some of his genius and he's playing it all the time with things like
you believe that Pep is not playing Haaland because he's trying to be a genius, I guess?
Of course. Him so tactical and he feel like the better than his man.
Tactical? Stop the rubbish, man.
Wait, let me something.
I get stop the nonsense.
Yo, I wait, relax.
Stop it, I get.
You talk to a City fan. Right.
I get. Stop
the
it.
Much of me tell us my strong disciple Pep start. Headed into that game, the most fun player in the league was Kevin De Bruyne. And if Kevin De Bruyne was fun player in the league, naturally my most fun player for you, because that's the team play for. When he put on Kevin De Bruyne in 89 minutes versus Tottenham first the Champions League, and come out in a media press box, why you never start your best player, your biggest player, most fun player? And look on the people, look on the world, I think on this and say, a tactical region.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do? What does that have to do with it?
You can dig in the archive if you allow me.
Hold the line. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Protecting your personal data is a priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. We urge you to use the agency's official platforms to conduct your business. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15 Jamaica time, 2:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Get ready for overflow.
Hello, ladies. Pastor Elizabeth here. You're invited to Omega Women's Tea Party on May 16th at 11 a.m. at Omega Church International Ministry, 11030 Wiles Road in Coral Springs, Florida, 33076. Our theme is Pour Into Me, Lord, a garden of overflowing blessings. And so I'm so excited to welcome our keynote speaker, Lady Lorna Lee Howell.
There is an overflow waiting just for you. Come with expectation and anticipation.
Tickets are just $20 at OmegaChurchOnline.com, and children 7 and under are free. I can't wait to see you there. Come ready to be poured into.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio God and Sports.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right then. Welcome back. I get you still there?
Yeah, we're there.
Somebody saying I must ask you if is Pep Aguero kick away a penalty in that game.
My time for that?
Is somebody tell me something? Yeah, ask one question in the back.
Alright, the person that the normal levels. I'm breaking on that. Who are the player? No, my son contact you. Who are the player when I tell us say they up on the bench 89 minutes?
No man, you don't answer the man question.
Yo! Answer my question, brother.
The man asks you a question.
They tell us they up on the bench 89 minutes.
Wasn't Kevin De Bruyne
suffering
from a
Kevin
slight
De
injury?
Bruyne known for?
We ready for the interview, are we?
Yeah.
Wait, what is Kevin De Bruyne known for?
He's passing.
One big, good. In the second leg when he start Kevin De Bruyne, you know how much assist he get? He get a hat-trick of assist. Tell the brother was saying I take to say, he led up on my level. When he give me a talk about City, just hush. And we can count any little nonsense to try to pick up out of nowhere. Many average football fan one. And secondly, many average City fan. I know what I talk about, brother. But anyway, I go in the title still. So I don't like one big deal like grand scheme of things, but I just them king over the years of this irritate me. That's why Pellegrini forever be my favorite manager, regardless of when win or no win. What do you go for the South?
All right, Bramble Highgate. Oh, you know, apologize to me. You get so much things wrong, I'm going to get them right.
Well, apologize for
when I said fixtures.
Rashford, we win La Liga. How about that man?
Which
Rashford? All right, we talk Highgate. All right, so now there's the new national knockout called the Challenge Cup. I think it's the Popeyes Challenge Cup. I think it's called. But to get some details over the next few minutes, we've found Mr. Oliver McIntosh, the CEO down at CVM, and I think the brainchild behind this new knockout national league. Mr. Oliver, how are you, sir?
Afternoon, Alvin. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. Zidane here with me as well.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, my boy.
Zidane is here.
Yeah, man, I'm here. Good afternoon to you.
All right, tell us.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Tell us what the Challenge Cup is, Sir Ali, and what you can let the public know.
When we went to the title sponsors, Popeyes, Richard Lake and his team, they immediately jumped on. They said they want to participate. They want to contribute to the local football landscape. So we came up with this concept of the Premier League teams playing with the Tier 2 teams. And to be honest with you, the initial discussions were about, okay, how can we get some of the other teams involved as well, so it can flow down to the other levels of football. So based on time, we said, okay, this year it would be invited Premier League teams. The consideration being that because of the time of the schedule of this competition, not all the Premier League teams will be playing. As you know, the Premier League season has concluded. And if they were to participate in this tournament, they would have additional expenses. And as you know, football is a very expensive, a football team is a very expensive endeavor. So from a Premier League standpoint, it was the Premier League invited teams, which happen to be 7 teams. It is all of the Tier 2 Jamaica Football Federation championship teams, which are all 18. And those 25 teams will play in a knockout format where for the first 2 rounds, the Jamaica Football Federation championship teams play together, and they will get down to 6 teams that will go forward to round 3, and they will join 6 teams from the Premier League. In the 4th round, the Premier League champions and the Jamaica Football Federation champion team will join in, and that's the quarterfinals. And from then on, you go to the semifinals and final. So essentially, the first 2 rounds are the JFFC teams. That then the Premier League teams join in round 3. So it's a very exciting. The first day yesterday.
What are the JFFC teams?
That's the championship.
What's the champion?
Tier 2.
Oh, Tier 2 is what you're calling
the essentially the Tier 2 teams. That's essentially the Tier 2 teams.
And they are,
so that's that's Lime Hall and Med Forest and Wi-Fi United, Petersfield, Reno, Stets FC. The 18 teams in the JFFC are what is commonly referred to as Tier 2.
Yeah. Oh. Boy, I never know a certain name, Sir Ali. Yeah. Championship.
Yeah.
I never know
and that's part of what this is about, right? This competition is not necessarily only about the football, but it's also to get people to understand what levels of football exist in Jamaica, and there's significant football being played. It's just not really being covered. So now it's going to be on television tonight. We'll have 2 matches from the first round on TV, live TV, or a doubleheader coming from Jax Hall, featuring teams that are essentially in and around the St. Ann area. We have Grazing, we have Wi-Fi coming from Portland, Lime Hall playing. So it's teams from in and around St. Ann that will be playing. And again, it's exposure of these players and these teams that don't really get that type of exposure.
Okay. At what stage does the Premier League teams get involved? Because one of the questions I've been hearing is, will it affect the playoffs, the Premier League playoffs going now, the challenge?
No. And the way it's structured for this year is that it does not impact the playoff team. So they don't join until round 3, which starts immediately after the final for the Jamaica Premier League. So round 3 will be played the week of May 25th.
Okay.
And then we go straight to the quarterfinal from there. So the Premier League teams join because 5 of the 7 Premier League teams are in the playoffs.
Right.
So we wait until the playoffs have concluded, and then they join.
And how were the 7 chosen? The 7 Premier League.
Basically, it was an invitation to all 14 teams, and those 7 responded that they would play. And it just so happened that most of them are playoff teams, because it just makes sense from a financial standpoint that those teams who are in training and playing in the playoffs, once the playoffs have concluded, they then participate in the Popeyes Challenge Cup. So that's what it came about. So the plan is that next year we will play the Popeyes Challenge Cup during the course of the season, likely between January and April or May. So it will be scheduled from before the season starts, so people know, the teams will know when the various rounds are. So we're expecting all 14 teams from the Premier League to play, plus the 18 teams. We've put something on the table to potentially have open qualification where teams that are not necessarily in the Tier 2 or the Jamaica Premier League would participate.
Okay.
So that they would have almost a FA Cup style open competition where they would have an opportunity to come in as well. We don't know if that's going to happen next year, but we're trying to make that happen because we want to expose the fact that there is football being played all over Jamaica and there's a lot of talent that is unearthed, that needs to be unearthed and brought to the fore, and that's what CVM is doing. We're doing a lot of features around these teams, exposing how these players have to work while playing football and the hardships that they have to go through. And for the general public to understand that most of the players and administrators are in it because they have a passion for football, and there's a significant passion for football. And it's not just about when you get on the field and the 22 players on the field playing, but it's the community involvement, it's the family involvement, it's the fact that they have to leave work early and go and play matches. So it's a lot more than just the 22 players on the field.
One last one. What are the teams playing for?
Sure. So the prize money is about $5 million. The winner gets $1 million. It's a progressive prize money structure where as you win, you collect a check. So every round that you win, you collect some amount of money. And then the eventual prize is $1 million. The semi-final, the runner-up gets $400,000. The quarterfinalists get $250,000, and then it goes down from there. But every single round that you play, you get prize money.
All right. Well,
you win.
Yes.
You lose, you go home. You win, you collect money.
All right. When is the final? I'm scheduled for.
The final is scheduled for June 9th. So we started yesterday with 4 matches. So we have 4 teams that have moved on to round 2. Today we have 3 matches, including a doubleheader at Draxall. I'm encouraging everybody in the area to come out, and it will be an exciting doubleheader. And then we move on to round 2, which is played next week. Okay. And then round 3 is played the week after the Jamaica Premier League final. And then the quarterfinal is played on June 3rd, semi-final on June 6th, and the final on June 9th, just before that little competition that they're having in America and Mexico and Canada is played.
All right, sir. All right. Well, I know now that the public is a little bit more aware of what is what. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
Anytime, guys.
Yeah, man. Right, big up. Good.
So, Zidane.
Budapest.
Make sure you don't leave me off of the Budapest training now.
No.
When you get the Budapest caravan ready, yeah. I'm there with you.
I never know you're an Arsenal fan.
Maybe you never know that.
All right, Arvil, we'll invite you somewhere. Arvil is going to invite you.
All the Man United fans have been messaging me about this foul last week. That is not a foul.
Oh, that's a clear foul.
I just delete the message.
So Oliver, talk again, man.
Big up.
All right. So that
good man.
That was Oliver, CEO down at TV, and telling us about the challenge. Should be fun. We're coming back right after the break.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests, or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics, and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio God and Sports.
BMOL Auto offers up to 35% discount on all new and used parts to all taxi operators, garage operators, fleet managers, and wholesalers. Take advantage of these incredible offers at BMOL Kingston, BMOL Santa Cruz, and BMOL Mandeville. Come in and check us or call us at 876-618-2781-3 or WhatsApp us at 876-872-9094. Conditions apply.
Looking your best just got easier. Brand new garments are sold every day, but many require tailoring for the perfect fit. And when altered by inexperienced hands, clothing can lose its shape, structure, and value. Don't take that risk. SP Alterations and Dry Cleaning Service. Your neighborhood experts in professional tailoring and garment care. From hemming and resizing to suits, wedding attire, and expert dry cleaning, they handle every garment with precision and care. New customers receive 20% off their first service. Stop by today at 4964 University Drive in Lauderhill or visit spalterations.com or call at 954-694-1415. Tell them you heard it here on Omega Radio. SP Alterations, where the perfect fit meets professional care.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3 James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards. And company.
Michael Carrick is expected to be recommended to Sir Jim Ratcliffe as a permanent boss of Manchester United by the club's senior executives. Former United midfielder Carrick, 44, has been viewed as the favourite for the job since securing qualification for next season's Champions League during a successful period as caretaker head coach. United intended to delay the making of the decision on appointing a new boss after the firing of Ruben Amorim, who was sacked in January until the end of the season. However, as first reported by the Athletic chief executive Omar Barada and director of football Jason Wilcox, are thought to have concluded Carrick is the right man for the job and will tell Ratcliffe of their choice this week. And that's your sports in a minute.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Sports in a Minute. And shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, then, welcome back. And do we go back online? Hello?
Yeah, we do. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Hello?
I'm not sure what's happening there, but 615-2841, those are your numbers. 615-2841. Still can't say nothing about the regional game at Barbados and Trinidad. I understand that the Guyana game has been wrapped up. So although the West Indies Academy started very well, Batam make a whole heap of runs. Guyana then made something like 600 odd. And then look where the West Indies Academy cheaply won that game easily in the end. So Guyana continues to roll on. Must be favourites to win the title this year. But anybody who have the details of that game and indeed the Barbados Trinidad game, it would be interesting. The other thing in the local cricket circles, the election is set for which month we know? June 28th. And believe me, there are some machinations going on behind the scenes as it relates to the voters list. I'll try to get some more details on it for you. But some serious things.
Where are the candidates?
So far, we don't hear nobody put up their head yet. All right, but hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, man, here's one.
Boy, I don't pull out the biggest coup in a local football history last week.
Well, I just want them put me out in my mouth, bro. Three down. Yeah, man. But we are compete tonight still, you know.
Only did worried after, I got 3-0 down, right?
No, so we got 2.
USA. That is where the first country has free agency. Notice, there's no free agency in soccer in Sudan. It's still just the clubs that own them and them like them are slaves.
Pure foolish. Pure foolish.
Anyway,
pure foolish.
All right. Yeah, man, you're flop still.
Big up.
Zip flop.
Coming back.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
You don't always have access to a radio? No worries. Download the Omega Radio app wherever apps are found and listen to Omega Radio anytime, day or night. Tell everybody!
Are you in need of an immigration attorney? Hinkson Immigration Law is here for you. Located at 261 North University Drive, Suite 500 in Plantation, Florida. Attorney Jamal O. Hinkson is here to assist you with all your immigration needs. He has been an attorney for over 9 years and is a proud member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Hinkson Immigration Law offers assistance with family-based filings, visa extension, interview preparation, deportation defense, citizenship, and more. At Hinkson Immigration Law, their clients' needs always come first. For more information, give them a call today at 786-309-7038 to schedule your consultation. Hinkson Immigration Law Firm is ready to help you with all your immigration needs. Hinkson Immigration Law is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio God and Sports.
Omega Center Jamaica proudly invites you to our first anniversary revival convention at 17 Haining Road, Kingston 5, under the powerful theme, Established by God, Built to Last. Starting Wednesday, May 20th at 12 noon, Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday 12 noon, water baptism at Bob Marley Beach and 7 p.m. deliverance service, and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Come expecting miracles, prophetic preaching, powerful worship, and a mighty move of the Holy Ghost, featuring Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning and Pastor Elizabeth Manning. Don't miss it. Omega Center Church, Jamaica, where revival is alive. For more information, call 8762049356.
It's the greatest, your name stands above them all.
Me just never did I get through with no work, you know. And me did I get desperate. Till one day me see one ad, but them want somebody for work at a massage parlor. Trust me, the place was nothing like them advertised. From the very first day, I had to be giving much more than massages.
Verify the legitimacy of job advertisements with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. To report suspected cases of human trafficking, call the nearest police station, 119 or 888-PROTECT. A message from the Ministry of National Security and Peace.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
Former wicketkeeper Sarah Taylor will be England's fielding coach during the upcoming Test series against New Zealand, making her the first woman to coach an England men's side in a major sport. Taylor, 36, played 226 times for England between 2006 and 2019 and is regarded as one of the best wicketkeepers to have ever played the game. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, And Danjel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Before I go back to the phone line, let me just clarify, because Garvey wasn't allowing me, listeners. So, the example of Beverages throwing the bag of Brian Lara off the bus. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about a parking lot. Michael John chose his own parking lot. I'm not talking about those special treatment. What I'm talking about is training is 2 p.m. and Michael Jordan or Messi is arriving at 2:30 every day. Humans are very tricky people. They are very tricky people. Remember the example I gave when Onandi Low? It means that Onandi Low are pre them long time, you know. Them say, go sweep for you, and them say, go send your superstar Walter Boy, go play around at that. That didn't just come up in the spur of the moment. He might pre them, say them again, I might treat Walter Boy special long time. It will affect the team. You may be a very important player, but not a star player. And if I see Walter Boy coming to training 2:30 every day, and when I come 2:15, you find me. So when the match day come, you better make sure say Walter Boy make all of the tackle and win all of the ball, because you will drop arms on the field and you will not be successful. That's why oftentimes coaches meet with star players and say, listen, you have to set the example. That's why I hear the stories about Michael John being the first to training and the last to leave with Kobe Bryant.
There's a story with this case with Nandi, though. Let me tell you what the story was at the time. And I would have talked to a couple of players at the time. There was somebody who they were telling Simoes not to play.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Tati Brown? There was a defender.
Remember. Yeah, but yeah.
You know what I
But I can't remember, yes.
I think it was Tati Brown or one of the defenders.
Some injury, I don't remember what it was.
The player was injured.
Yes.
And they were saying to the coach, Simoes, coach, you don't have to play that man in another game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't risk him, coach. Don't risk him.
Yeah.
We don't want you to play that man in another game, but we will get the points what we need in some other games.
Yeah.
But Simoes wanted to play his very best team in Mexico, while the players are said, coach,
you don't have to.
We don't need, Mexico are going to beat you up here no matter what. Don't risk. I think it was Tati Brown, you know. Simoes then went and played Tati Brown. And Tati Brown mashed up.
Struggle now.
Yes.
And he wanted to pull it
and
now.
then Nandi now.
And asking Nandi.
If he go play as a defender. So Nandi's outburst was not so much against Walter.
No. But
is saying to the coach, me I tell you, say you never should have played that man and coach and all the man.
But why did he mention Walter? Think about it.
It was half
because he could have said, "Me not going around here without mentioning Walter."
Yeah,
he mentioned Walter because part of it is saying that we
know you are treating Walter special. But people used to say much, but the coach now used to treat Walter special, really, do you know?
No, he wasn't, and we qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah,
but me never use that to win the argument as well. You know? Yeah. So Rene Simoes run with Walter Boy and say you to win this, you not come training. And Jamaica was successful.
Nandi was created that outburst because him think the coach.
And remember you always quoted, you know, he's disrupting the chemistry
of the team.
You can't get rid of a star player who's in discipline and disrupt the chemistry and still be successful.
Yeah,
it's a team, Garvey.
But the dynamics can be different as well. Me understand, so star player can mash up your side.
Yes.
You don't know yet. But here's the thing with Simoes was prepared to lose, you know.
You know why I think Simoes did Orville?
Why?
As I said, what if Onandi Low and Tapper and the others were fine with Walter Boy, do as him please, as long as he might perform on the field? It appears that the other players had real issues with Walter Boy not coming to train when they needed to. That's a point I was trying to point to. That is the key. If the others have a problem, you have to deal, you have to fix it. You can't just leave that and say you're the star player. They say, no, I'm going to win nothing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. You know, something Dujan tell me one time. We're coming to the car. Dujan said him late for Clive Light one time. You know. Forget where him said him a play. And him said, when the team bus a drive out, him never met the bus. And Light said drive. I don't know who they are going to keep. Apparently, Dodge take a taxi or something and reach the venue, reach the game, just in time for warm up onto the field. And him said, Clive not talk to him like for, don't remember for how long, but like the message is, you could be a star, like a more, me not working with this.
Exactly.
So it depends.
Yeah, it depends. As I say, it depends on what the other players think of the situation, because you want to win and then we drop arms on the field.
Yeah. So it depends on the others as well. How we staying, okay? 615-2841. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah. We go back online. Hello. Hello. All right, as soon as they're available, we'll take them, Miss B. Back online. Hello. Hello. Somebody disappear. Maybe we're talking about the star player thing too long. Inspired by that Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Elbow.
And those are different for me as well. You know? So if I'm the administrator for the competition, me I go benefit from the star players playing.
Right.
So that's a different dynamic. So me not talk those either. So the star player elbow the man, and me a FIFA, me say, yo, nobody in 3 games, we're gonna miss the entire knockouts in the World Cup. We're gonna find him and give him 1 match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
All right. Where are they again? All right, let's try one more time. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, man, CC is there.
Yes, CC.
I don't know if somebody did correct here, but baseball play 152 game, you know.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, them the too long to, man.
So them play, yeah, man, 8-2, 8-16. So basically, them play twice the amount of game where...
Lord, I don't follow baseball, so I never know that. But that's ridiculous, remember. That's a straight money.
No, man, I say, let me tell you, you have to look into it, say, them things have come from like 60 years ago. You understand? So, at them time, in terms of basketball, 50 years ago, man, they make the money, Harvey. They probably, man, them time, man, they don't want to play 82 game. And them, back in them time, the man, they used to play 82 game more than now. Some of the players, them now play 82, Harvey.
Yeah, them injured half or rest out half.
Exactly. And them get more money than the guys that used to play like in the 70s and 80s. And enough of them man used to play 82.
Yeah.
So it makes the question, so, them man, they never did get no money like that. Would have played 82. And them man, I know where I get 50 million for the season. I cry about 82 games.
Yeah, me know.
And then the thing about it, say, records too, on the books, there's a lot of records where it can really mess with the schedule. Then, for example, LeBron break the scoring record. If you change it from 82 games, even though it look impossible, see a man going to break it right now, then argument done and I'm going to break it again.
I'm not saying if it change it, I'm just saying that.
No, I know, man.
That has more to do with earnings than with anything else.
Well, they may not look for the potential earnings, but you know, in a North American sport, it's just, to me, it depends on the type of sport. Because the NFL, I think, our 17 game.
Yeah.
A 17 game they playing at the NFL. So, from 162 game down to 17 game. You see, so, the dynamics with that. That's it then.
Mm-hmm.
With the Wemby thing, because I think a lot of people understand. I had picked San Antonio Spurs, but irrespective of that, when you elbow a man like that, man, oh gosh, man, Wemby have to come out. And then Wemby should understand this. The first time in the playoff, maybe I'm naivety and after I experience it, but the first time in the playoff, and your team look like them have a golden opportunity to reach to the conference final. Your first playoff. You have to keep your composure. Them are playing rough in that game, you know. Mm-hmm. Because last night, the man a try block Anthony Edwards shot. And them hold on for the man. Right on the basket. They held on to the hand. I think I'm right and I'm left on them all on pad, but him still block the shot. And when he was moving off now, because after him block the shot and go for the loose ball, Anthony Edwards hold on for his shirt. So, if you understand, say, they are trying to do everything to get him out of the game. So, him have to hold him composure to stay in the game because I know Minnesota and them coaching staff already identify, say, without Wembanyama, they stand a greater chance of winning the series. Mm-hmm. And the other night, that's why they meant, I mean, you're not going to play and say, if him did up on the floor, they win. But if he was on the floor, the chance of them winning is greater than if he's not on the floor. Especially given that he's up his offense. You notice him up him offense game from the game when we have 11. Yeah. When we have a triple-double with the triple block.
Yeah, man.
He move up now, him offensive game gone. Last night, the man do a move, see that. When the man pin with the ball, come face and turn around. Rudy Gobert look like a one clown.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Gobert turning an idiot. Yes, to me say, if this guy get it together offensively, like how him have it already done defensively, as just as done, Jordan and LeBron need to add one seat at the table.
Definitely.
No man, definitely. Get it together.
No man, definitely, man. It's a cheat code indeed. It's a cheat code. Hold the line.
Yeah, man. It's a cheat code, man.
Hold the line. We'll take a break. We'll come in.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Get ready for overflow.
Hello, ladies. Pastor Elizabeth here. You're invited to Omega Women's Tea Party on May 16th at 11 a.m. at Omega Church International Ministry, 11030 Wiles Road in Coral Springs, Florida, 33076. Our theme is Pour Into Me, Lord, a garden of overflowing blessings. And so I'm so excited to welcome our keynote speaker, Lady Lorna Lee Howell.
There is an overflow waiting just for you. Come with expectation and anticipation.
Tickets are just $20 at omegachurchonline.com, and children 7 and under are free. I can't wait to see you there. Come ready to be poured into.
Visit the carpet store at 18 Dumbarton Avenue for your durable, stylish carpet tiles. Designed to withstand heavy foot traffic and spills. It's simple to install, remove, clean, and maintain. The soft cushioned surface, texture, and myriad colors add that dimension of comfort. A variety of patterns create the perfect solution for your space. Call 876-649-0174. The Carpet Store at 18 Dumbarton Avenue for your carpet tiles, because you deserve the best. For new and used auto parts, visit Surefit Auto Parts at 37 Mullines Road, Kingston. We specialize in Japanese parts, small truck engines, Vinmax tires, car batteries, and turbo. Free battery installation available. Call 876-754-8794 or WhatsApp 876-448-2966. If we don't have it, we will source it. Surefit Auto Parts, supplying your auto needs.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio, God and Sports.
We have to protect the woman and the youths now. Elderly in a fear them get shoot down. Yo, me tired if me tell her not the truth now. This is what we have to do now. Jamaica live good, yeah. I make we enjoy life. What we feel safe at night. Jamaica live good.
A message from the Ministry of National Security and Peace.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so may I track the scores now. Barbados Pride versus Trinidad. So Barbados Pride needing 330, I think, to win. 160 out for 6. Of interest to me is the performance of Beauty and Kevin Wickham. Remember, 3 straight hundreds, and a lot of us were excited. Here's a potential West Indies prospect in the making. Second innings against Jamaica at Sabina Park, failed. And now he's failed twice in this game. He make, how much this? 19? Yeah. And I think he make single digits in the first innings. So he may just have battered himself out of contention with failures in his last 3 innings after hundreds in his first 3. So let's see if maybe this game, when them sit down to pick the side, Kevin Wickham may struggle to get in with the last set of failures. We'll see. All right, we go back on. Hello.
Yeah.
You're back with CC. Yeah,
man. So, Zidane, you notice Lakers got sweep, right? But I think the thing that Lakers series showed even to Spurs, even though Spurs had the measure of OKC, if Spurs can get over Minnesota and win the series, as I envisaged that they would play OKC. So the reason why I picked Spurs then is for this reason, where I thought before the season it would be them versus OKC in the conference final, which is still a possibility. But they have the size to match OKC. And then when I look at in terms of when Chet Holmgren to me versus Victor, when Victor wins that battle. And if they double SGA, I see the other players for Spurs matching up against those players.
You want to look special. You already made your prediction. Wait until it come true and then you wax lyrical about this is why.
Yeah.
Because remember you already made a prediction. So telling us why are we if they lose when the time comes, we're gonna tell you say, boy, no matter how you explain they lost. So wait till you win now and then you say this is why me as the expert picked and point you put to the stuff why they made the prediction. Because you already made the prediction. Yeah, so you don't have to try. We know.
No, sir. But to me, the Detroit and Cavs series is very interesting. But tonight, I think Detroit still have a little bit where they can overcome Cavs. And this is how I think. I'm going to reason for the both sides. Cavs, I think, have a chance to win the game and win the series. But the problem that Cavs have is Zidane. When it comes down to when the game gets tight, Cavs make a lot of silly plays. I think the other night they were getting some bailout calls from the referee. And if you look at the free throw, it was like 32-8, something weird around that. There was a huge disparity in terms of the free throw attempts for Cavs versus Detroit, and that in and of itself, I think, got the better of Detroit. The Cavs were playing a little bit more aggressive, driving and getting to the paint. They want some more free throws. Detroit wasn't really doing that. If you notice in the third quarter, they entered the third quarter with a 4-point lead, and then Cavs jump out to that 23-0 run. I don't see them getting that tonight. But the sloppiness that they have with the ball in terms of making silly mistakes, I think at one point I said Donovan Mitchell had turned over the ball. Then those things would allow Detroit to come back in the game. And Detroit is a team that has shown you, even in that game, they can come back from a deficit of even 25 points, Dylan, and come back and bring it down to even 5 points.
Yes.
So that in and of itself, to me, is a dangerous combination. And going back home, they should get more cards. And I think, as we have always said, once Cade Cunningham is not aggressive in terms of scoring the basketball, Detroit suffers. And it happened the other night. James Harden stepped up for the 2 home game.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, who did not like himself, stepped up. And that's how they were able to get into the series. But I think if Cade Cunningham settles, get more aggressive, go drive to the basket, get his points, and then the coach now has to ensure he might create more spacing on the floor. I think if they do those things, Cavaliers is in trouble, because I think Cavaliers still plays with a little bit of naivety. Like they don't figure out the backcourt. They figured it out at home.
Yes.
Let's see what James Harden can come and do tonight. But he was brilliant in the last 2 games. So you have to give him that. So let's see if he can have 3-game brilliance.
All right.
But Detroit for me is same way.
All right, because
Pick up yourselves,
because I see the winner win the series. The winner tonight win the series. In my opinion.
Well, yeah, man, the winner tonight win the series, man. Yeah. Anybody comes out tonight, because it's going to be a long trip. Go back to game 4. I don't see this going 7 games.
All right.
Respect.
Yeah, big up.
I was staying on Miss B. 615-2841. Those are your numbers. We go back on time. Hello.
Hello, my turn.
Yeah, this is Franco.
Yeah, no. Yeah, bless up. When you the right, San Antonio, right? I met me picks them. I met them already. Me pick me heart. Me pick with me know me now go. I know OKC is the better team, man. Playing the better ball and stuff, but for some reason, I go with San Antonio if it come out the West.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough though.
Well, them talented, them talented is a shame. Is the inexperience? Maybe it's a very talented team, man. They're talented right across the board. They have a good bench as well, but the Spurs is the inexperienced might work. Yeah, is inexperienced might work against them. You know?
The Spurs you're talking about?
Yes, very talented team.
Why is he laughing? Who are you telling that?
No, let me just add to the. I not tell me I tell you like you don't know Franco. But just add to the thing, you know.
I don't think I'm the only one knows that too. I think almost everybody listening to the show is supposed to know that. Everybody who just heard you say what you say. I think
like, look at what Shine Company read and say Kawhi Leonard is a bad man. The whole world don't know, but you still come and say it. We not fight against you.
No, the whole world, no man, the whole world, not even the NBA world, no rate him as a bad man. Like
no, you stop it, Franco. Kawhi Leonard.
Say, man, you always say stuff to stray me off of what I want.
No, it's you are pressure me. You are pressure me. Say, pressure me. Say me I stay the obvious. So me I show you occasions when you stay the obvious.
But isn't that the obvious?
Yeah, and I'm saying you. All right, fine. You're right. You know, but you do it as well. But you do it as well.
No, so me state say state the obvious.
Yeah, you do it as well.
Lie?
No, I agree with you. But you do it as well.
Yeah. But you have to punch below it. I'm only like having you in a boxing ring, you know. No, man, you will go below the bell on me so much, man. I had to quit, man. I can't go down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I go with the Knicks out of the East.
Boy, the Knicks look awesome offensively, boy. I don't know where did this offense come from the New York Knickerbockers, as they call them. They was blowing the teams away, man.
It's nice if them finally win a trophy.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't begrudge them, my boss.
I did want them to win when Patrick Ewing was playing, but they ain't doing it.
Everybody wanted because of the Jamaican connection. Most Jamaicans.
Eh?
Most Jamaicans wanted them to win because of Patrick Ewing's connection to Jamaica.
Yeah, couldn't get past my boy MJ though, man.
Yeah.
But one of them ring them, they want MJ give Patrick one of them.
True, man. They want MJ to be selfish, man.
Huh?
They should not give Patrick one ring them, man. Too selfish.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I see him sentiments me did have at the time. But the reason why me like San Antonio from way back, you know, from Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan let me start watch about the NBA after Jordan retire, you know. After Jordan retire, I used to watch the college game before that, but I really started watching after Jordan retired. Started watching the college game. So I watched Tim Duncan, all them bad boys, Wallace, Ben Wallace and Stockhausen and all them by Shaq and all them boys. Remember a kid named used to play with Shaq at LSU named Jimmy Johnson?
No, sir.
You don't know him?
No,
he was bad, man. I'm surprised he ain't made it in the NBA. He got picked by somebody, but I think it was the same Golden State. He was, if I'm not mistaken, selected. Or was it Dallas? One of them teams that, but didn't work out. I don't remember what happened, if he got injured or he just couldn't make it in the NBA. I think
what you said his name is?
Huh?
What's his name?
Jimmy Jackson.
Oh, Jimmy Jackson. They don't know Jimmy Jackson. He never come and he became an NBA analyst. Yeah. And Jimmy Jackson then? He eventually became an NBA analyst for a little while.
Yeah, but before, did he play? He ain't play long in the NBA though.
No, man, he played for quite some time in the NBA.
You serious?
Yeah, man. If he's...
I remember him, man.
Yeah, man. If it's the same Jimmy Jackson you're talking about, man, is him. Let me see.
Yeah, I remember him playing a season or two.
Oh, well, it's not the same Jimmy Jackson then. It's a different person. Because Jimmy Jackson had a long NBA career. The one that me think you thought you were talking about.
Which Jimmy Jackson you talking about?
Is it Jimmy who is the NBA analyst?
James Arthur Jackson. Yes.
Mark.
Eh?
What college? Can you come? You remember what school you went to?
Ohio State. No, it's a different. Ohio State. This one went to Ohio State.
No, man. This one I'm talking about went to school with Shaq,
okay,
man.
So it's a different person. Not seeing that one.
LSU, man. Yeah, Shaq rookie year. He played with Shaq rookie year. LSU. Jeff Fisher was their coach, I think. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I used to watch it then. So that made me get tonight. So Spurs are my team from way back. Tim Duncan used to play for Virginia. You get me see him live, you know, because Maryland where I was, was in the ACC with Wake Forest.
Hold the line, Hold the line. We'll take
Yeah.
the break. We'll take the break, man. We're coming back.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio God and Sports.
Working at Teletown, yeah. Teletown! What's up, Pastor Lee?
The Teletown is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, June 7th to Sunday, June 28th, with the telethon revealed during Sunday service on June 28th.
Become a financial partner with Omega Radio to help us stay on the air. This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361 400 372 or Jamaica National 200-0026-7789 or right our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 17 Aining Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
and Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
Get ready, South Florida. Omega Church, celebrating 22 powerful years of ministry. The year of overflow and expansion. Join us Wednesday, July 22nd at 12 noon for fasting and prayer. Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. Friday, July 24th at 7 p.m. Saturday, July 25th at 7 p.m. Sunday morning, July 26th at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Experience powerful prayer, dynamic worship, and an anointed message with host Bishop John Wayne Manning and Pastor Elizabeth Manning. Special guest all the way from Canada, Dr. Hacker.
Hallelujah, people of God, may the Lord bless you. This is your prophet, Dr. Philip Acker. Join me
at Omega Church, bringing the prophetic Holy Ghost fire word in this season. Don't miss it. Your cup is about to overflow. 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida, 33076.
This season, let your appetite do something extraordinary. Introducing the Vegan Pastry Fundraiser, a partner initiative supporting Omega Radio's global mission. Subscribe to receive handcrafted, plant-based patties in delicious flavors, available to retrieve quarterly. Delivered with love and purpose. Start supporting the June 2026 telethon. With every bite, you share an offering of love. Choose your subscription tier now. Choose Seed, Harvest, or Abundance. Taste the impact. Call us now at 954-300-1310 or visit www.hazelnutpearl.org/patties to subscribe. Call us now at 954-300-1310 or visit www.hazelnutpearl.org/patties to subscribe. Call us now at 954-300-1310 or visit www.hazelnutpearl.org/patties
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, time now for the second selection on Oh, we still have the caller holding.
Yeah, Franco.
Franco. Yeah, sorry about that, Franco.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, give me one 30 seconds. Yeah, man, the NBA and the NFL. I don't know if I can say this. I hope I'm not. But them run like some they remind me of like mafias, man. Yeah, man, them have them own rule because they're so large. They make so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them have them own rules and stuff. So that's like NBA decision suspend
Wemby.
my ball line. Yeah, man, that was an NBA responsibility. But like me say, the NFL and the NBA, man, it's too different. Yeah, man, them things are run different, yo. Them do what they want whenever they want, man.
Mm-hmm.
They make the market is that used. No matter what people are going to consume then to sports, the NBA and the NFL, almost no matter what. Me one time they did on a strike, and the players them striking. I mean, I tell you, the stadium them still sell out. Me I feel laugh. Yeah, man, for real, man. That thing used, man, for real. Anyway, on a bless up on yourself. Bless up.
All right, Franco. With that, now we go to the second selection, and it's a Wednesday afternoon, so it's the Yaba selection time. This one is number 9 on the album. It's called Always. Alright, so, yeah, man. So that's Yaba, always on the album, number 9 track, and we move on.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings and salutations.
Savage. How are you, sir, Savage?
Yeah, that is sounds wonderful, wonderful, hope you guys are okay too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to seat belts because you'll start you and beat me. I jump on the Michael Jordan issue them with Bulls and King and the Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael Jordan retired from the NBA. I think it was 94.
Yeah.
And New York Knicks went to the finals, after that, And New York Knicks lose. It's like Jordan step and say, you win. Rate, I want to take a ring. I step away from the league. Take a ring now.
Yeah.
And then go to finals and lose Benjamin. And Jordan come back and us back say up 2 again and say, this is how it's done, Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, it's
So,
true. You're right.
you
You're
in-
right. You got the chance.
Yeah, man, you need just start, brother. So, New York Knicks is tough and then they go on Hicks and thing and them. Sometimes when they play, I couldn't take the guy and him.
The thing is that
Charles Oakley and them thing.
the year when Michael Jordan retired, that when the Houston formed such a good unit defensively, and Elijah Wan, how good he was.
Yeah.
And them beat up Knicks in the final.
At Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they beat Knicks
Elijah
and
Wan.
they beat Knicks and Orlando.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I feel it to Patrick Ewing, but Jordan give him chance. Then I make it so I can't help, So I feel.
It would have been interesting to see Chicago meeting the Houston Rockets in one of those NBA finals. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see that back then.
It would have been interesting, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, him say, boy, like Jordan was, I get to Jordan was unstoppable, so easy in that area, yeah. Boy, man, was there could have stopped it.
Yeah, man, he was unstoppable.
Yeah, man.
They couldn't stop.
Yeah, but
he would still be dominant. He would still be dominant, man.
I remember I think it was the last finals where I see Jordan. I remember the last one, but when I finals, the man have the flu and the man was exhausted. The man couldn't even stand up straight. Anytime the ball in their hand, he can't stand up straight.
Let them put on this.
Exhausted.
No, when I'm saying, you believe that Michael Jordan had no flu and was exhausted the other day, don't they? I them put on for create excitement.
Where's the Akim that?
The man, my bad.
No, man, never Akim that, man. He's sick, man.
Not never the Jordan.
He's sick for true, man. Remember, my man is sick for true, man. The man is sick for true, man. The man come down to the man was exhausted.
Sick man.
Time when the man come out for the court, blame.
You run up and down and I show a great energy and a dunk over people and a shoot over people and a block people and when the timeout call, you drop down. You take man for that.
That is what we can't do. That is what
excitement Michael Jordan do people create, man. Yeah, you should go to
that the man was sick, Bridget. I was size of it.
It wasn't as bad as he was carrying on, making it out to be. None at all.
In tongue, it still come out there and head though. Yeah, AJ, man. Anyway, my take that for today. That was that.
Short and sweet, Savage.
Big up for this.
Yeah, man.
All right. Back online. Hello.
Hello, Winchester here.
Winchester?
Yes.
Yeah, you're doing Winchester.
What's up?
Yeah, I want to touch back on that sportsman and sportswoman of the year thing.
Yeah.
You heard the criteria as I named them?
You give him again after the break. Hold the line. We're right on the break, Winchester. We don't want it to start and then cut you. So we take the break. We're coming back.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio God and Sports.
Omega Radio is currently looking for people who want to be a part of a new movement. We are seeking a general manager with experience in radio, experienced sales executives, and HR officer. We need motivated and driven persons with the desire for growth. Interested persons are invited to email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com, WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356. So again, Omega Radio at theomegachurch.com, WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356. Come be a part of something special. Radio at theomegachurch.com, WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Big Man, you're back with us?
Yes, Alvin.
All right, so let me get the criteria now, the official thing. So they have different levels under which you can be eligible. Level 1, distinguished achievement or honor earned at the level of the Olympic Games or at the level of any recognized world championships, which can be a comparison to the Olympic Games, or to competitors who have achieved a record world standard in their sport or event during the review period. Up at the top, though, them say you must be a Jamaican national representative. You want me to read that part?
No, man, you can't read everything.
No. It's a long thing, It's a long thing. But it first says that you must be, let me find that part. The nominee must be a Jamaican national or have represented Jamaica in an international recognized sporting competition. So that them say you must be a Jamaican national and represent Jamaica. All right, so which part I did there now? So I did that level 1, right? Well, level 1. Where am I going back? Oh yes. So level 1. Me read out level 1. Olympic Games or World Championships or any games that are similar to that. Level 2. Distinguished achievement or honor earned at the Commonwealth or the Pan American level in their sport during the review period. Level 3. Distinguished achievement or honor earned at the CAC level in their sport during the review period. And all the way down to level 4, distinguished achievement or honor earned at the local level in their sport during the review period. Now, Bonishaw doesn't achieve level 1, level 2, or level 3 because she doesn't perform. None of those achievements were representing Jamaica at none of these big events. Now at level 4, distinguished achievement or honor earned at the local level. Now local level in this context must be seen as performing in Jamaica. So she might have had a chance if she was doing well in the Premier League in Jamaica. But local level is not, club football in England is not considered at the local level, given the context. So people like her are going to struggle.
No, Arvin, no. But Arvin, you're skipping out a lot of the criteria. But I want to point
Which criteria, Mr. Skip out?
It's a long thing.
But I'm telling you the levels under which the criteria fall. Why are you so stubborn, sir?
Because what you say don't make much sense. I'm going to give you an example.
The money annoy me now. It's not my criteria, boss. Me, I tell you, I'm reading from the official list. Let
me get a chance to you have your program. The runner-up sportswoman of the year last year, 2025, was Sarah Missier. Sarah Missier, right, was the runner-up for the sportswoman of the year last year.
She was the person who performed in some boat, something like that.
Yes, she was the power boating lady. It's a club league. She represents Team Blue for a team owned by cricketer Virat Kohli. It's a new league. The league
You,
is
you know,
2 years
that
old.
was hotly debated at the time.
The league is 2 years old, right? Her team came third. She won one race out of 7, which is a race where
I know about the person you're talking. I'm saying it was so
Yes,
hot
so my point
debated.
is, in no world is Sarah Missier ahead of Bonnie Shaw. So
I agree with you, my boss.
Yes, but you're saying that you're looking at certain levels. And what I'm saying is, Missier doesn't meet at those levels. Her sport is an obscure sport. The reason why she's won it is because it's supposed to be a new event and a fledgling event, and she's a pioneer in the thing. Just like how the shooter guy that got for the shooting and coming first in the over 60.
What are you arguing that I'm not arguing about the winners and where the
No,
criteria?
you're saying, for instance, that her sport and her excellent performance at, international level, like last year, she scored, I think, 8 goals for Jamaica.
No. What is it that you're contending that
Jamaica.
I am saying? What's the difference between what me are saying and what you are saying?
All right. Last year, I think Bonnie Shaw may have scored at least
Big man,
5 goals for
listen to
Jamaica. What I'm saying is she had national representation.
Listen to the question.
For once, you're saying that she didn't qualify at a national.
I'm saying that the criteria as it is now does not give her too much of a chance. What am I saying wrong?
Approaching it at a wrong way, because you're saying that no footballer, right?
Has there ever been any footballer that has won this award who didn't perform for Jamaica? Has there ever been a cricketer who has won this award who did not perform for Jamaica?
Yeah, but last year Bonnie Shaw played a handful of games for Jamaica, and I think girls tried to.
No, but I'm saying she wasn't outstanding for those games. Has there ever been one footballer who wasn't outstanding for Jamaica?
Yeah, most things you have to be outstanding for Jamaica. What I'm saying is, this girl is going to get the one of
Missier was a highly debated thing, but she never win.
Of Sharika Jackson, right? So she get a bronze in a little league in boating that is 2 years old, electric boating.
Lord of mercy, I agree with it. You don't understand me, I said to you, you just keep...
But my point is, you're saying that is based on team things. And if that were the case...
Lord Jesus, this... Big man, I'm saying based on the criteria, it is unlikely that Bonnie Shaw will ever win it. What is it that you're arguing?
I am
based on the criteria performing in club competitions. She's not likely to win it. The woman has been one of the top.
No, there's elite performance at the highest level when they dig down into it. But anyway, let's move off that.
Why do you think Bonnie Shaw has not won it before? You think the people up at RGR have something against Bonnie Shaw?
No, but I think you should actually get the chairman of the RGR Gleaner, I think, to come and explain it properly, because there's no world that Sarah Missier should be getting.
And I agree with you for the last time.
Come on,
do you think that the criteria as it is now makes it difficult for club footballers to win it?
Yes, I agree.
Then why you disagree with me if you agree?
I'm not really I'm trying to get a nuanced point across, which is, you're saying that Bonnie had no chance, yet still...
No. I never said no chance, I said the odds of Bonnie Shaw winning Sportswoman of the Year while competing in England is very small. The criteria don't include people like she.
I don't see it that way, because I think even this year she's going to be right up there, because this is...
Right up there based on what? Based on performance or based on the criteria?
Based on the performance.
But no performance, me attack. How the man is tough, man.
It's their interpretation. There's too much subjectivity in a way.
Hey, you know what is frustrating about Akalia? You sound like an intelligent guy, but your diction and your vocabulary sounds like you're supposed to be more intelligent than this. I agree with you that Bonnie Shaw should probably be the Sportswoman of the Year now. I'm saying that based on the criteria where it's track and field, or Commonwealth or World Championship, or performance of Jamaica, Bonnie Shaw is way down on the totem pole as a club footballer in England. I said, you disagree with me.
In no world is she not one of the most elite football players, and we have to fix the award.
But me and you agree. The award, the criteria has to be adjusted.
It as if it would be impossible for her to win.
It's not likely that she was going to win. She never win yet. You think this is the first or second or third year?
Many other athletes in Leicester sports than her strive. Even
strive?
This I'm talking about, yes, and I've got an award.
But the athletes never win the award, never do it in club competitions over England. Stop sounding up on the radio and I'm a big man. The athletes that have won this have done it at Commonwealth, World Championship, Olympics, and them something that them use win. Stop telling me about club football, the criteria as read out. Don't include it.
Elite level, and the club football that she's playing puts her in the elite level. But anyway, you
can't deal with that, brother. The man tell me what is supposed to be, and me I tell you what is.
It is. Anyway, separate and apart from that, I wanted to look at something else with the awards. This girl, for instance, who got the second place, the one up last year, she get Yacht Woman of the Year. So you can be Cyclist of the Year, Table Tennis of the Year. She get that.
No, but
right?
what usually happens in them case then is that the different disciplines submit who they think.
Exactly. So she win that already.
Yeah.
Them also have another one for must be what you call it, Breakthrough Athlete of the Year. She win that already. She win that too. Right? All I'm saying is, which maybe we agree at a lot of points, but you seem to be pushing the agenda that
I'm pushing the agenda, big man.
Because of our team sport.
Big man.
Totally sidelined.
I've never, since mid-day this year, this is the most disappointing call. May have some very bramble man call me, but just understand, so they're not at the level where me there. You, if you just stop talk rubbish, you will understand that me and you say the same thing. Bonnie Shaw should be amongst the top nominees for the last 4 years. Based on how the criteria is structured, she go and struggle. And you've been arguing about me for 2 days when me and you agree.
No, Arvin, the girl never even get nominated. And that's part of the thing I was trying to tell you on Friday.
And I'm saying she's going to struggle to get nominated.
Our football federation had said them some balance with women and stuff, and youth football, them never even nominate her.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
So,
thy kingdom.
she would have never had a chance. And once she was on that list, she would have had a chance. And this year,
she will not be on that list, my boss.
I can guarantee you she's going to be a runner-up this year. Guarantee you.
And okay? I am saying, though, because that it's
looking at them and them laziness.
Them have to
super
all right, so you win. This Virginia.
And him is runner-up sportsman of the year. While Kishane won and get a silver in the World Championship. And this man has shoot super seniors shooting, and I come with him runner-up sportsman of the year. Anyway, that's it for the day.
It's very difficult. The guy is agreeing with me. The criteria as it is now doesn't lean towards people who play club football. Him is telling me that she should be nominated. But the criteria doesn't lean towards that. No quarrel with me, brother. Quarrel with the people who set the criteria. Can't get him to understand that. Me think Bonnie Shaw should be Sportswoman of the Year, or at least a strong contender. On that we have no difference. Lord Jesus. This is probably the most difficult call I ever have for a while. Because when the man ain't brambling. But this is a Virginia suppose you have reason ahead on this. God, man. All right, hello.
Hey, yo.
Preacher, how would you deal with that call, brother?
Yo, man, they would laugh.
Why are you laughing?
God, the man listen to no way I say. The man that's a real laugh, the man that feel like say you share a position way. But not correct. Now listen, if I'm not listening, but I realize that you and him probably I say most of the same thing.
Exactly, but I'm saying how the criteria is written and structured. The club ball of them are going to struggle.
Yeah, but when we get from him, in all of that is the lady who eventually was run out.
Yeah.
Did not represent Jamaica.
Yes, last year with that lady, you know the only reason why that never created national debate because she never win.
Yeah.
You say if them didn't make her win, the whole thing would have mashed up. The whole thing, them squeeze her in a second, and it kind of swept under the radar. But the way how the criteria is set up, she ain't supposed to get no second place neither.
She shouldn't even have been nominated.
Well, here you go.
Which is a point for him to try and make.
they'll make the point there, but another point. That's not the only thing he's saying. He must say me agree. Boy, I tell you. Hold the line. We're coming.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all help, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited.
The Philadelphia Eagles will play in London as the NFL stages a record 9 international games during the 2026 season. The regular season games will be spread across 4 continents and 7 countries, with the UK again hosting 3 games, while the league continues its global expansion by venturing into Australia and France for the first time. Half of the league's 32 teams will play abroad in 2026, as the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers have 2 overseas games apiece. The London series begins on October 4 with the Washington Commanders hosting the Indianapolis Colts at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Jaguars will then host games on the next 2 Sundays at Tottenham against the Eagles, who have not played in London since 2008, followed by the divisional matchup against the Houston Texans at Wembley. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, Preacher, we're back with you.
Yeah, man. So, basically, what I must say is that given the criteria, if this person could have finished second, there's no reason why Bonisha couldn't have been nominated and finish second.
That should have been his argument.
Right.
If
So-
the man had come and said that way you said, so based on the criteria, Orville, why was Sarah Messier finishing runner-up? Then we could have an intelligent discussion.
Yeah.
But he didn't say that.
Anyway, moving right along. So, Zidane,
Mm-hmm.
the last time a team won back-to-back Champions Leagues was Real Madrid. I think 15-16 and 16-17 season.
When
or 14-15 and 15-16.
When they won, they won 3 straight. I think the final one was the 2017-2018 season.
Right. It hasn't happened.
Or 2016-2017 season. One of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we find ourselves now in a situation where PSG are in our finals again.
Mm-hmm.
And they should be going into this finals as the favorite. You agree?
Slight favorites.
Slight favorite.
Yeah.
All right. Luis Enrique, when he took over the club as a coach, he made some statements about Kylian Mbappe that didn't go down well with some Mbappe fans.
Mm-hmm.
He was really talking about team chemistry.
Yes.
And, what it will take to win.
Mm-hmm.
If Luis Enrique goes on and wins another Champions League with this team, with this bunch of players, I think he would have been more than vindicated.
I agree.
Especially in light of what we see happening at Real Madrid now.
No,
in
man.
terms of the attitude of somebody.
The evidence will
big
be
name
the
player.
evidence will be damning. No, against Kylian Mbappe.
All right.
Yeah.
When Mbappe left PSG, he left as a free agent. PSG got nothing from it.
No.
In fact, he was taking them to court to say that they owe him money.
Yes. Yes. He won the case as well.
I think he won the case.
Yeah.
Them pay
Right.
me?
So,
I'm not sure.
Gavi, Mbappe is an example of a person who was a free agent in football.
He said, but because Gavin will give you a chance to talk, I never want to win the argument today.
That is one of the most glaring examples of a free agent. A club like PSG got nothing.
He said it
from
with such.
Mbappe.
He said it with such authority that you don't have free agents in football.
Yeah. Mbappe, a man who would have been of such high value. PSG didn't get anything because his contract came to an end, and he ended up making the move to Real Madrid, which was a free transfer in the end. Well, he was a free agent, so he went on his own position.
And
Right, but
wasn't the Liverpool right back a free agent?
Yeah,
Another free
similarly.
agent.
Similarly. So once a player's contract
Was it Messi a free agent when he left Barcelona?
when he left, right. So once a player contract come to an end, the club doesn't stand to get anything from the player if the player decides to move on to a different club. So the free agent thing works in football as well.
Yeah.
Touch a little bit on the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cavs are playing tonight, and all series long, me watch the Cavs, and me not see no chemistry in that.
Mm-hmm.
Me not see no fluency. Me not see nothing where look like. You see like how the Spurs, you can see with Wembanyama, even without Wembanyama, you can see identity with the youth them and how them a play.
Yes.
When you watch the Cavs play, you not see that. You not see the identity, you not see the fluency. It really come down to Donovan Mitchell having a big quarter, or James Harden hitting some trees, but you don't really see a system of play where you say, yeah man, them man look like a well-oiled machine, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, I'm not really so confident. Me pick them for playing in the Eastern Conference final. But based on that, I'm not really so confident in that.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you.
Tonight should be interesting.
In fact, and I said it to you elsewhere, when you look on the Pistons relative to the Cavs, the Pistons are much smaller up front, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When you have Mobley and Jared Allen
yeah.
up front, you're supposed to be very dominant in the paint, right? You're supposed to take them money in the post. Are you supposed to play from the inside out? I'm not seeing none of that.
Yeah.
In fact, the two big players on the Cavs have been rendered pretty much ineffective in my mind. They have 1 and 2 games,
especially Mobley.
But by and large, Mobley in particular. You know what I mean? So, me I watch it and me not see. Me not know where them are gonna come with tonight. But I think you have said it. The team that win tonight will more than likely win this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So it would be nice to see them come out tonight and really execute as a team, as opposed to this one-on-one basketball. But I say Mitchell a fair play and sometimes Hard a fair play. Anyway, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, man. All right, preacher, man. Big up.
Yeah.
Are we still?
Any WhatsApp texts are there?
More? There?
We can have a look to see. 615-2841. That's 615-2841 or 676-6968. Call through and let your voice be heard. I see a few. We can take them.
CC, so Orville, when Courtney Walsh won it 3 years straight, what performance for Jamaica did he get it for? Or was it West Indies? If West Indies, that's not Jamaica, so how come? Well, that is considered international. Not for Gloucester, whichever county side Cody was playing.
Yeah, and they considered you representing, because Jamaica is a part of the West Indies.
Yeah, man.
So you're playing for the West Indies, you're representing Jamaica as well. Yeah.
So, but Walsh would never get it for what he was doing in county cricket because he would have get it many years.
Yeah.
Because Cody at Gloucester was a beast.
Yeah.
All right. Very good point said on about the star player. Sometimes how rare getting rid of the star player make the team better. All right. I understand the point. And somebody said you're talking Michael Ming. I suppose when we're talking about the businessman behind Hazard at the time. All right, so we're going back on line. Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Leon.
Hey, what one?
Yes.
Yeah, man, big up on yourself. And big up to the listeners. Yeah, man, I'm big up my brethren, Billy. Yeah, man, I listen to school in St. Mary.
Yeah, big up Billy in St. Mary.
Yeah, man. So, me NBA pick. Yeah, me never watching game last night still, but when me turned on, it was like 91, 110-91. So me just slow it. I think it was with 5 minutes to go. So me never watch that one. But you know, me make a gambler speak though. Me not pick on the favorite. Me pick with my heart. So me go New York. Because I'm not sold on, for some reason, I'm not sold on OKC. Me know them have them record and them are defending champion and all that. But I'm not, that side they don't look dynastic to me. Me think all right. Me say LA do a thing. LA, you know, so LA manage the Shea very well though.
What do you mean by that?
He wasn't that dominant. They never make him dominate them. In that way, I did last game a bit,
they kept double teaming him,
right?
Double teaming him, man.
And to me, I always talk it. Shea is a guy where I think if you're a good enough defender, can limit him.
If you have good enough defender, you can stop them, but you can limit most players.
Yeah, but.
Yeah,
that's too bad. I don't like him efficient in a way him doing, but he's not spectacular.
No man, they came as a team to slow down Shea Balls, and he did the right thing by getting the ball to others and get others involved, and because he has a talented team, and it worked out. They won comfortably.
Yeah. Tell me something. The tall guy. What's his name? Kind of similar.
Chet Holmgren.
In the middle there. The maga one.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, you figure him a Wemby matchup.
Wemby kill him in the regular season, you know. Wemby had his own way with him in the regular season.
You know what I say? Him mash up
Aiton.
The center, LA center though.
Yeah man, Aiton bad man. Holmgren bad.
And LA center, you know I lose up. You know the second center of LA played much better than the first center.
Yeah, more energy. Work hard.
The man. So like I said, because even for the rebound, man.
No, you're right, man. You get far more energy from
right.
Yeah.
I think if they been cutting on to it from in the second game, them should have to give them more time, you know.
Well, the coach and rate him look like, because I remember last year in the playoffs he was very reluctant to play.
Yeah.
Hold the line, hold the line, boss. We'll take the final break. We're coming.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on the Omega Radio Sports Desk by the host, guests or callers are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the official position of the ministry or management. Omega Radio assumes no responsibility for the accuracy or completeness of information shared. Listeners are strongly encouraged to independently verify all facts, statistics and claims before relying on them. This is Omega Radio, God and Sports.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. We're looking for kingdom-minded helpers from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Omega Center Jamaica local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right.
Yeah, man. So may I say, New York for win everything. Mm-hmm. But I tell me something, Zidane.
Yes.
You're fine. Over the years, I watch basketball. Why is it the West always seem to have the strongest set of teams then?
In the 90s, I think the East it was more balanced. Or
right.
the East
After
I don't know why, but it's the gap is too wide, my boss.
For the last almost 2000.
No, man, you're right, man. I don't understand
the
it
West
either.
Always seem to have the better. Any 1, 2, any 3, 4, like 1, 2, 3 team.
All right.
In the West.
All right. Name the best players in basketball right now. Yes. Nicola, Shea,
what is that?
Wemby,
the East and the bigger cities, them, you know.
Doncic.
Generally.
Brother, I don't know why the gap is that wide.
Right, it's like
the biggest players and the biggest teams that in the Western Conference. It's been happening for quite some time.
A team like New York. You have New York is the biggest city in America.
When they found the big three, you could argue that Miami was making it difficult.
Right, but even that was not a generic. Is that something them make up?
No, but so what do you mean by
that? It's a super team. Them, you know, that's one of the things people detract from LeBron, you know. So it's not a team where farm natural. It's a team where them. You understand what I say?
No man, anybody would do that now in a sense.
Right. Tell me something. What EPL there?
EPL not done, brother. Which what you mean?
Man City. What going with the match?
Not following a league that is over.
One more thing. The sport man woman of the year, you see? Isn't that a private thing?
Yeah. You could say that.
But so isn't that I tell me that right? Ballon d'Or is a private thing, right to our files.
FIFA, yeah, the UEFA.
If it's FIFA, it's private.
It's not FIFA anymore. It's UEFA. It's UEFA do the Ballon d'Or.
And a private. Like in our case, I talk about like it's a company, a private company do it.
Yeah,
I see what I mean.
RJR deal with it now.
I see what I mean. If it was like, for example,
like the Grammy America, the Grammy and what the other one name, the Oscar, a private something then?
No, and I might think them there. But me understand
No,
the point.
because
Me understand the point you're making, you know, right away as you say
Right.
anything.
If
Yeah.
it's a private set of people, them can put whatever them want to do. But if it's like a quasi-public body, like what we like FIFA is a quasi-public, not true?
Yeah.
And JFF, etc. And then people that have a right to have some input in it, not true? To say, but private people can do whatever they want to do. And we have to know lobby for the government, get a national sportwoman of the year, and do the thing right, because it's foolishness not for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly Bonisha is the biggest, well, not the biggest still, but I mean, what them all them have this call it National Track and Field Somebody of the Year award.
Yes.
Because anything you do at track and field, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Not true?
Yeah.
That's the point
I mean, track and field, you have to lift a finger and you get it. And
No,
I mean,
in fairness.
Bonisha,
No, man. When you say you hardly have to
yeah, you
have to be outstanding.
Right. But when I say Bonisha is clearly one of the, if you put it on men's football, Bonisha would be like what the brother's name, the
Erling Haaland.
Mbappe.
Mbappe,
Yeah, them kind of stature there in a woman's football right now.
Mm-hmm. Or Harry Kane.
Can play football, so I don't know where she get it from, but
she bad.
You know.
She bad.
She awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right, big up on yourself. Yeah.
Big up.
All right, Leon. All right, so we have time for one or two more. Who going to take the and collect? 615-2841. Let's be anybody there now. We have 7 minutes to do this. Let's see if Barbados lose already. Let's see if Barbados have finally lost the game. And if it's official, Trinidad v Guyana in the final. Barbados, lost. Trinidad and Tobago, Red Force, win by 140. And Barbados has lost. So it's Trinidad and Tobago Red Force versus Guyana in the final. I think starting on Sunday coming. So yeah, that game I understand may very well be in Antigua as well. So big up to the Red Force for getting the better of Barbados pride.
What are the favorites now?
I still think Guyana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guyana with a great Gudakesh Moti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Team was the leading wicket taker up to this round. So Team is probably the favorite.
Yeah.
I would say that we should start singing Kumbaya and take what we sell.
All right, by the way, I hope Highgate is listening, and every time I get come on the radio, I have to teach him sport and kill him. So he must cuss him well about starting lineup in this important game I said and covered. I mean, I said, boss, the man is balancing. He have 3 games in a very short period. Hard. That's why my manager and you there, I get. So he gave a few people a break, and knowing that he's at home against a Crystal Palace team that really not play for much. And City winning the game 3-0. Yeah. And so in balance it and giving some people some rest for this big FA Cup game, and then have a next game next week Tuesday. So learn sport now I get, man.
All right. So we squeeze one more before we run out. Hello.
Yeah, just a quick point, guys. I keep hearing people say, track and field people them now to do nothing to win. Let me make this clear, and please make it clear to the people when they call. We are world class in track and field. Let me repeat that. We are world class in track and field.
We are world class in
not in any other sport.
We are world class in sprinting and a few other events. Track and field covers wide spectrum.
We have a few goals in field events, don't we?
I wouldn't say we are world class generally outside of sprinting and maybe one or two other things.
So when in a day,
we're not world class in 800 meter or 15 or 3000.
When James Beckford
let's take the point of the point.
Track and field have about 30 disciplines in our boss. Yeah. We excel in a 2 or 3 out of them.
It don't matter no field event, brother.
All right, sir. You win there.
A field event. Yeah. So the whole point is this: we are world class in it. So people need to stop making this thing like, there's a bias towards track and field. We are world class in it, brother. You cannot compare track and field to the other sports that we do.
Right.
We're struggling at everything else. So it just kind of annoying when we hear people.
So when somebody gets a silver medal in the, and it's not just that we are excelling in it, you know. It's the one sport, or it's one of the few sports that has global participation.
Right.
When Bonnie Shaw does well in England, it could always be argued that she's not necessarily competing against the very best in the world, you know. Because a club. When you win a gold, when you win
league still,
but I'm saying when you compete at the World Championship and you get a bronze medal, usually are the very best people
exactly.
the World Championship.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I can go as far as if we have a player who goes to the Gold Cup and score and get MVP and leading goal scorer in the tournament, he might get recognition at the award. So he would be the best player in the tournament and the leading goal scorer in the tournament at the Gold Cup for Jamaica. They would have considered him. But we don't have that. When we go to the Gold Cup, we don't know that. You're right.
Exactly.
And we're not qualifying for the World Cup either. So if we qualify for the World Cup and somebody go there and do well, then they're going to win it as well in those years. So you're right, Dave. It really comes down to that we produce the goods in track and field and sprint.
Yeah, man. So the people need to look.
No, but in fairness though, the criteria has to.
The man need to stop.
No, man, but listen what me have said, brother. Big singer, Dave.
They need to stop it. It does sound good.
But Dave, listen what me have said.
It seems like there's a bias towards track.
No, that's not what the gentleman was saying. The gentleman is saying, or was
no. Abel, the man said track and field doesn't have to do nothing much.
Then man.
It sounded like he's saying there's a bias towards track and field.
All right, that's part of what. But the truth is though, they have to start because when these criteria were when the Sportswoman of the Year started in the 1960 or something, we never have no club body are do well in a club football. So the rules at the time never felt that they had to include that. Look at even Diamond League now. If you do well in a Diamond League now, unless you broke record, you are also not recognized like you do well at Panama. You understand the point I'm making?
No, man, oh God, man. Diamond League, they ahead of Panama.
Not in the criteria written. What is wrong with
no, man, him right, Dave. Dave.
It's something about Panam games, you know. Yeah, it's not about Diamond League. Then that me tell you Diamond League never about in 1963 when the rules were written up.
There you go, and that's when it was written up.
So me I said the thing is now you have to start recognize Diamond League and club football and them other thing away are more recent than when the Sydney are right up in 1963. Laws change, you know.
There was a time when I remember when Chris Gill broke that record with the T20. How much in the
170
about 70 off a few balls.
Which was the most.
The thing that year them should have do it, him should have win it. Still, you know.
Then I tell him, I'm trying to explain to the man, but I've gotten an explanation as to why he could be so stubborn, and I'm going to say it, but I'm going to leave it. Me want the criteria change as well.
Yeah.
Some
but
adjustments.
Then again, you know, I keep them set them criteria, so we just have to work with it still, you know. But,
but it was set so long ago,
I just
man.
got a little annoyed because it sounded as if the brother say, hey, track and field, there's a bias towards it. There's not a bias. It's just that we are better at that than everything else that we do.
Correct.
And I mean,
the thing that we are most passionate about across genders.
Yeah.
Squeezing that one the power. Him squeezing that one the power. Him squeezing that one the power and realize.
You don't hear that one there.
Him say the one that we are most passionate about across genders. Him squeeze that team power. Alright, guys. We're gonna take the last lick there. Alright, big up. Alright, cool. Alright, so that is it for the show. It was a nice show today, generally. So that the stubborn man from my Winchester. But big up Mr. Anderson, he was technical operator for an hour today. Miss Marianne was technical operator for 2 hours. Big them both up. Big up to all the callers and big up to all the listeners. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time, all over again. Until then, so long.
Radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
BBC News, I'm John Shea. The international official overseeing the planned reconstruction of Gaza for President Trump's Board of Peace,